Thank you. I'd like to speak to a few things. I'm a freshman. I had never run for office before coming here. And my message was that most Americans are between the 20-yard lines, that we have a lot more in common than what separates us. And one of the most poignant moments in my journey here was when I raised my right hand with my eyes welling up and taking an oath to the Constitution of the United States of America. And in taking that oath, we're not taking an oath to a party. We're not taking an oath to a president. We're taking an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. And I take the issues we are facing here today and appreciate the enormity when we are contemplating this resolution with Secretary Ross and Attorney General Barr. And I wanted to study and look and try and find information and support as to where I should land on this. And I also wanted to look at the pros and cons of what I see as the major issues. With the first major issue that we seem to be talking about a lot is executive privilege. And I don't think anybody in here thinks that the White House and the administration have absolute, unbridled executive privilege, that there should be limitations on the exercise of executive privilege. And in fact, I actually agree with the chairman of this committee who said the executive branch has executive privilege. It's narrow, it's well-defined, there is case law. If you do not find a legitimate basis to deny us material we've asked for, we will seek the remedies necessary to compel. And I can't agree more with past Chairman Issa and the Republican side of the aisle in making that statement. I agree. Those are appropriate statements regarding executive privilege. I also take exception with the ranking member's comment about the Democrats. Why don't we want to know who is a citizen? The reason is because we already know. We already know through administrative functions such as Social Security who has citizenship in our country. But don't take my word for it. The Census Bureau's chief scientist under the Trump administration, Dr. John Abowd, wrote to Secretary Ross that, quote, adding a citizenship question to the 2020 census is very costly, harms the quality of the consensus count, and would use substantially less accurate citizenship status data that are available from administrative sources. But don't take his word for it. 6 former Census Bureau directors who served in both Democratic and Republican administrations sent a letter to Secretary Ross opposing the addition of the citizenship question. We also seem to be taking a lot of time talking about the volumes of pages that have been delivered to the committee. They've been non-responsive. This is no different than receiving a book from Amazon that you didn't ask for and them telling you to read it instead of the one you ordered. We deserve to have the documents we have requested given to us. There was a statement that this is a vast and nefarious conspiracy in the belief of Democrats. For me, nothing could be further from the truth. I do not think this is a vast and nefarious conspiracy. I think it's a nefarious group of individuals within the administration who are trying to do harm to our census, which leaves me thinking that the speaker said it correctly. No Justice Department is above the law, and no Justice Department is above the Constitution, which each of us has sworn to uphold. I could not agree more with Speaker Boehner when he uttered those words. The question I'm always asked as a freshman is, what's the biggest unexpected thing you have come to see in Congress? And for me, it's the hypocrisy. It is the hypocrisy when we have all taken an oath to the Constitution. And that oath should stand firm. It should not be swayed by political winds, by polling, or who is in office. That oath must stand firm. And I would ask that all members in this body reflect on staying true to the oath you took, regardless of the party in power. Thank you. I yield back.